What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 8 different stocks today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to go over the list right now. CDE, IRDM, GSAT, MU, AMZN, NVDA, PLTR, and PMTS at the requests of Fred Ford, Dr. Mike, Black Mamba, Diesel Killer, and Honcho. That's the requests. That's the requesters. Let's get into this. Dr. Mike, I know you've been wanting me to do those 2 requests for a little bit now. I'm sorry, man. It's been a very busy week. You even got the boys to request as well. I would give shout outs, but I didn't write their names down. But let's get started, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe one last time. Let's get started. Looking at CDE right now. Is this crypto mining? Anytime I see mining now, I'm like, is this crypto mining? No, it's not. It's real mining. These are real world miners here. I like the daily RSI. It looks fine in my opinion. Looks pretty damn fine. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly does not look as fine. I mean, you do have hidden bullish divergence. You double topped even with bearish divergence. Generally speaking, with bearish divergence, I would look for a move that takes you back here to about $4.90. You're at $5.75 now. You've made that attempt. You have moved down already, and you do have hidden bullish divergence presented. You absolutely can see another drive and then have that pullback, right? Like, you don't have to pull back immediately. That 487, 490 area is something to note, though. But I have a feeling you're going to move higher. Yeah, you're so close. Absolutely. I'm glad that I said that, yeah. Up to 626 to 714, right in there. That's your next area. And then you probably have your pullback where you'll find support in here, and then you'll move up. That's my best. That's what I would think, right? You've broken out of this zone here, right? You've broken out of it, moving up to your golden ratio zone, having your moment in the sun, right? Your time in the sun. I can't talk. Probably pull back to that area that you broke out from, and then move up again. That's probably what's going to happen. So yeah, 626 to 714. That's what I think for CDE. IRDM is the next one. Hit that like button, you guys. If you haven't already, do it. Do it. You know you want to. It wants you to. The like button. It's there to be touched. It wants you. It wants you to touch it. $25 is the current price. The weekly RSI is not in the best position. Absolutely, I think you're going lower. Absolutely, yeah. This is one, Dr. Mike, you were saying it looks like it wants to, that you'd want to short it. It looks like it wants to go lower. Absolutely, I think it does, yeah. Probably finds a low soon, and then you'll see a nice little recovery probably after that. You'll probably have some bullish divergence, right? Probably. I mean, maybe that's what this was already. Maybe that's what that was. I don't know. Yeah, you're going to go lower, so where are you going to go? Low to high here. You're at 25.07 right now. Don't be scared. Don't be sad if you move up to like $27 from here, okay? You might bounce off the 886, move up to your golden ratio zone, and then move down. Or you might just shit the bed immediately and move down to $22 to $20, somewhere in that area. That's your next target zone. Let's just draw lines there, okay? Right there and right there. Going back in time, some significance, but not really. And then we're getting away from it. So maybe, let's see, what about your deeper extensions? 2272, 1886. 2272 looks somewhat significant, yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can scope this out a little bit more too. Maybe this relative low here to this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see. Relative low to the relative high. Oh, yeah, dude. I think that you probably do move down to about $22 to just below $20. That's my prediction at the moment, yeah. You probably hold that as support, and you'll see a nice recovery. But that's your maneuvering over the coming weeks and days. Yeah. GSAT is the next one. GSAT, Global Star, Global Star. Weekly RSI does look bad. Not a big fan of the monthly, but monthlies are weird too, right? Overall, you're in this consolidation phase. That's kind of not bad of a look. Huh. Weekly, not looking good. Let's run with that for now and determine your next area. I'm not so convinced that you'll see a lower low than this. I'm not so convinced. But you know the fundamentals more than I do, right? I'm just doing the technicals. The way you're interacting with the 618, how you've interacted with it so far, I wouldn't actually be surprised if you did go lower. Just based off the fibs, if you went down to about 67 cents, 58 cents, 48.5 cents, any and all of those targets wouldn't be crazy at all. Looking at this on a monthly, yeah, previous areas right there, current fib extensions, previous areas of resistance, confirm it as support. I wonder, man. Relative low to relative high here. 61869, right in that zone, man. So yeah, let's say inevitably over the months to come, weeks to come, you're moving down to 51 to 62, 61 cents, something like that. Yeah, you're at $1 now. So yes, shorts are probably secured with this thing. I don't know if it goes lower than that, but lower from here, definitely. I would feel safe. That daily RSI looks so bad, man. The daily looks bad. The weekly is just getting started to the downside. Yeah, I think you're going lower. MU is the next one for Black Mamba. Micron Technologies. Shout out to the Mamba. 140 is what you're at now. You take a look at this high to low, and boom, 1618 hit. Target hit. Moving down. Moving down, probably. Look at that. You're overbought. Overbought as hell. You've been in this area before. Area of resistance. You could go higher, of course, but relative areas of resistance. Weekly RSI. Looking so good, dude, but you could go lower and still look good, right? You could go all the way down here and you've still got this like channel up, so maybe not that low, but lower, a lot lower nonetheless. Rejecting your 1618 like that, you call it a rejection. I don't know if that's like the proper term, if it's a rejection. You're finding resistance at it, right? It's too early to say if it's like a straight rejection, but you probably do reject this area. You probably do move lower. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw prices back below $100, even around $90 before you started to move up again, right? And you might not. Perhaps perhaps you do find support above these highs. Perhaps you do. You could find support at the 1272 at about $119. It is possible. I just don't think that's going to happen. I would more think that you go down there, but down from here for the more immediate term. If we look at the weekly RSI, again, it looks so very good, but you do have bearish divergence presenting itself, especially with this red week closing here. That would be good for at least move down to like 120, that area. So at least there, you're at 140 now. So I'm very confident that you're moving down like immediately. I say immediately, you're at 139, 139.50. Watch you go back up to like 150 and then down, but either way, you're not going to go above this before you interact with this line or likely even go lower. So I would expect targets at about $90 to $100 is what I'm thinking for MU. Amazon, the next one for the Mamba. Amazon, it's been a while since we talked about Amazon, man. I like talking about these. These are those regular stocks that regular people look at, man. Holding on to the 50 area. Nice, looking productive. Amazon's looking like it wants new all-time highs, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Let's look at the monthly. We're going to bust out the big charts here. This is where you put your big boy pants on. High to low. Oh, beautiful, dude. So beautiful. Not only did you break above your 886, you found support on it. You're definitely, absolutely, over the coming weeks, months, you are moving up to $237 to $317. That's your given range, and it's a huge range, okay? Just because you get here doesn't mean that you have to go down, but it might. Just because you get above here doesn't mean you have to go all the way up here, but you might. It's the given range. We don't have a whole lot to go off of. Right, we're in new territory up there. 237 minimum target, 317 maximum target. You're at 189 now, and this is what's projected to happen over the coming weeks and months, man. Looking good. Yeah, looking good. If you go down a little bit, it's only going to be by a little bit, and you'll recover, and inevitably soon enough you'll be at new all-time highs. NVDA, this is a monster, dude. I don't know why this is up here. We knew that we would be up here one day. That's why I think that was just a fluke. Maybe it was a mess up from a chart before, or a previous analysis that I did. High to low here. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. Of course, I do appreciate everybody for doing that. Weekly, man, you should have hit that 2272, but you didn't. This is a little bit of a front running, in my opinion. I wonder what you got here. Let's see. Oh, dude, you should have hit it. You closed, okay, yeah, a little bit there. I think it was a front running of the 2272 here in this relative 2618. Either way, however you want to look at it, bearish divergence, it's on there, it's printed. Next target area would be, you're at 126, next target area is at like 97 bucks, just below 100, around 100. Makes sense, nice psychological area, higher low, and then up we go. NVIDIA is unstoppable, man. It can't be stopped. It can't be, it's impossible. It'll only grow upwards. No, it inevitably all things come to an end, of course, but yeah, right now probably around 97 bucks is where you go. If you go below 97, fret not, you'll probably find support at $71. That is a big difference, 97 to 71, don't get me wrong, especially when we're starting at 126, but it's just no reason to panic is the reason why I'm saying that, right? If this area breaks, have comfort in knowing that that area won't, and inevitably you will be working your way up higher. I do think we'll see prices above 230, maybe even up to like $400 by the end of this year. It could happen by the end of this year. If not by the end of this year, sometime next year, obviously, but down for now. I do think NVIDIA is moving down for now. Very comfortable with that call. PLTR is the next one. Plantier Technologies for Honcho. Last one was for Diesel Killer. Shout out to Diesel. Big Diesel. Holding support on the 618. Like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, man. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. Good job. Yeah, you had a big wick up and you closed whatever. Dude, you look great. You look fine. What you did was you found resistance at an area that you found resistance before at a current area. You're just consolidating. You look good, dude. Daily RSI looking good. Weekly RSI looking good. I think your next move is going to be up to about 29 to 36 bucks because you've interacted with this area already. I'm looking more at that 35.70 area, $36 area. That's where I think you're going to go. And then inevitably we can talk about all-time highs, new all-time highs. But for now, let's focus on that $36 area, just below there, but somewhere around there. Your weekly RSI looks coiled and ready to go, man. I mean, maybe you don't even stop there. Like, genuinely, you might, the way this looks, like, who knows? You might see new all-time highs before you even, like, correct it all, but 36 bucks. It's our next target area, and we can talk about this stuff later. And yes, this is stuff to be talked about later. Keep up with this one. I want whether it's you, Honcho, or somebody else who likes PLTR, request this one next week as well. I'm curious to see where we are. Like the end of the week. I want to see where it is whenever it closes next week. I would wonder if it's above this white line, and even more if it's above this here. I think it's moving up relatively soon. If not, if it moves down, relatively speaking, I don't think that you're going to see a lower low than this. You know, maybe you come down here. You could come all the way back down to about like 22 bucks, give or take like 50 cents either direction, but probably hold support and then move up, or maybe you just move up. You know, who knows? But PLTR looking good, looking good. PMTS, also for Honcho, right here. This is one that Dr. Mike and the boys put on the radar. I forget when my last video was on this. I think it was like either this high or right after. It was like, it might have been the day after. Maybe it was on this day, but I've been saying that it was going to do basically this, that it was either going to move back or be boring for a little bit, right? And boring is what it's choosing to be, actually, which is the better of the two scenarios, right? Bouncing off your 618 like this, I would expect that you go to your, and it's not bouncing, it's kind of hovering around it, but I would expect that you at least see $24, if not all the way down at $20.71 before moving higher. So you're going to get a drop soon. That's my thoughts. Weekly closed right out of the overbought zone. Weekly RSI looks so good, and it could go so far down and still looks so good. You know what I mean? Like it's in a position of strength. You were hot, now you're not. You got to cool off a little bit. It's okay. Look at how fast you moved up. You're going to have a little bit of a pullback because of that, of course. Relative low to high, 382.5 area lines up with that 382. I mean, I like $21, $20.70. I like that as an area for support, but you really could hold 24.11. Either way, you're at $26-ish right now, so lower nonetheless. Yes, you're consolidating here. You could break out to the upside. I don't think you do, but if you do, cool. Then I'm wrong, and maybe you're moving up to like $35, but I don't think it's going to happen. I do think it will happen, just not immediately. We'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I got. So if you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. A lot of these actually do look good. And there are a couple that don't look as good. This one looks like it wants to go down immediately. IRDM and GSAT also look like they want to go down immediately. So other than that, a lot of these look like they want to move up. Oh, I guess MU looks like it wants to move down too. It's like 50-50 to be completely fair. Anyways, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.